So then guys, as you might be able to tell, it's starting to look a bit like Christmas. And today I want to go over the best deals that I've managed to find on Apple products to give you some savings if you're looking to buy a loved one or a friend or family member a Apple Christmas present, or maybe you want to treat yourself this Christmas. Well, I'm going to go over my favorite deals that I have seen from everything from MacBooks to iPads to AirPods and so on. So let's have a look at these today. But first of all, let's have a quick word from today's sponsor. So then guys, just quickly, I want to tell you about Notion, and specifically, I want to tell you about the new Notion AI that I've been using for the last week or so, and it's absolutely incredible. It's really going to help you guys out here. When you first open Notion, you ask, so you're going to use it for your team, for personal use, or for school, and you can pick that. So for me, I'm doing personal use here. And then what you can do is you can actually use some templates here of what's on your mind. You can use as little as many of these as you want, or you can just get started straight away. But I'm going to do a to-do list, books and media, and I think I'm also going to do my travel. And then once this is done and you're actually on Notion, you can start updating it in any way you want. So for example, at Tuesday here, I'm going to make a new video, for example, or I could skip over to my reading list here and I can see my different books that I want to read, and I can even leave a comment about this if I wanted to another team member. So in the comment section here, I can say, I love this book, for example. And then this is where the best part comes. You can actually use the Notion Assistant. You can chat about anything using knowledge from models like Claude and ChatGPT-4. And there's no prompting required. There's lots of easy one-click skills to choose from. Just like I picked this summarize of my weekly to-do list. And obviously there we go. It's given me a summary using AI of my weekly to-do list, what is really, really awesome. But this can go further. Like I said, you could even write your own notes in this. So this is my classic Tim Cook email that I've used before and spoke about before. And then with this, what I can do is I can ask the assistant again to summarize the Tim Cook email. And then look at this. It's going to read the page and then it's going to summarize it. Look at that. That is absolutely amazing. All of that just done with AI. Not only this, you can even do so much more with Notion AI. So you can even drop a photo, a picture like here, and I can click on the Ask AI here, and then I can ask a question like, what castle is this? And then we can ask it, and it will think about it, obviously the picture. And there we go, it's worked out. This is the Disney castle from the Magic Kingdom in Florida, and it's given me all the details about it. This is really, really powerful stuff. And I'm sure that you guys could probably think of loads of other different scenarios how you could use Notion. And in fact, you can check out Notion for absolutely free right now with the link that's being displayed here. And this will also be in the description of the video. And then just for $10 a month, you can also use Notion AI. So what are you waiting for? Go and check it out right now. So first of all, let's talk about MacBooks, and specifically the MacBook Air, because there's some great deals out there. And this is a great one I want to show you here on Amazon with the M2 chip inside of it. Now, we can pick up this MacBook Air with the M2 inside of it. Now, I will say this, it does only have 8 gigabytes of RAM inside of it, 256 gigabytes of storage, but for quite a lot of people out there, this is a very, very good deal. Look at this, $770, or just underneath that. Now, I know this is US dollars, and I know some of you people rest of the world, including my country, the UK, and maybe you guys in Canada want to know some deals, but I'd be here forever going over all of these. So I'm just going to be sticking with the US for these deals today. But you can see $770, that is a fantastic deal here for this MacBook Pro with the M2 inside of it. Now, some of you guys might be thinking that's still quite expensive for what the MacBook is, especially when it comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM, and that you're probably wanting, say, 16 gigabytes of RAM. Well, the only best deal that I've really found is actually on this same webpage that we've got right here. And you can see then, obviously, if I change the choice now to the 16 gigabytes one here, we can actually pick it up for $924 And that's an 8% discount. Not too bad. It's better than buying it from Apple, which charged $999, so a bit of a saving there. But really, the best deal that I have seen is that 8GB version, as you can see right here. And you do really have to think about it, that if you do actually need that extra 8GB of RAM for, doing your tasks and things like this, because a lot of you guys probably be okay if you're just at home or found something like this, or just doing some light studying where you're just having 1 or 2 apps open at a time, or maybe 3 or 4 tabs open up in Safari or Chrome. 8GB of RAM might be more than enough for you, but obviously for you guys who've got multiple things open, like you've got Word open, Outlook open, you've got like about 7 tabs plus open and things like this, then maybe the 16GB option is good enough for you. But what about, say, the M3 model MacBook Air? What kind of discounts have we got here? Well, I have found another one. And this costs $999 for this model. Now, one thing to be aware of is the actual delivery date here. It's going to take a while, but if we do flick around, let's say if we go for the silver color, you can see the price goes up a little bit, the dates change again, but you're getting the idea here. You can actually have a little bit of a flick around to see what you want. We'll stick with the midnight sort of color, but $999, but this does give you the 16GB model. And remember, this is the price of the M2 model from Apple right now. So at the moment, Apple actually sell the M2 version with 16GB of RAM inside of it for $999, whereas what we're seeing right here, this is the next generation, the latest M3 MacBook Air, and this is $999 instead. And just in case you are wondering, there are deals with the 8GB RAM option here, but it's $949. And personally, I would actually say save up that extra $50 because it is only $50 to get the 16GB version. It would be definitely worth it for it. I would say, obviously, this would say about $100 less or something like this for the 8GB version for $849. Yeah, it's a worthy buy, but at this point, personally, I wouldn't be going for this option. But then, let's have a look at the MacBook Pros. Now, one thing I'm just going to quickly say is that all the links that I've been talking about today on all these sort of Amazon links and discounts, they will be below in the description of this video. But with that then, guys, let's continue on and let's have a look then at the MacBook Pro sort of discounts we've got. Now, sadly for all you guys are hoping you can get a discount on the M3 model, well, even from Apple here, they are out of stock now, really, for all the M3, M3 Pro, and also the M3 Max. So really, I cannot find any kind of discounts like we could on Black Friday with an M3. But not to worry, let's have a look then what kind of Christmas deals we can get with the M4 series. The M4 Pro, there's a great discount, it's giving you 10% off, and this obviously gives you the baseline version with the 12-core CPU and the 16-core GPU, and this is more than enough for most people out there, 24GB of RAM, and look at the price here, $1,799. This is a really great buy to see here. Just in case you wanted to know, we do also have the 1TB option, and with that one, there is a bit of a discount, 8% off that one. So yeah, that's reasonable too. But I personally still think that the M4 Pro with the 512GB is definitely the best deal that you're going to find out there. But then switching over to the M4 Max, well, the best deal that I found is this one right here. And this one gives you the 14-core CPU, so it's not the maxed out one, and the 32-core GPU, so it's the baseline version with 36GB of RAM, 1TB storage, because that's the base amount what you can generally configure with a MacBook Pro, the 14-inch version here, and you can get an 8% discount on this from $3,499 down to $3,209, so, almost a $300 sort of discount there, and this is definitely a good deal that I would say out there if you are potentially looking for a MacBook Pro with the M4 Max inside of it. But again, what I want to say is these are the best deals that I've managed to find. I couldn't really find anything much on the 16-inch models. There might be the odd deal that might spring up that I might have missed out, so I'll say that now. But all the deals that I've showed you so far for the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro, like I said, they'll be in the description of this video. But next of all, let's move over to the iMac. And first of all, I just want to quickly touch on the M3 iMac, because there are some good deals still going on here. They do actually still have some of these in stock from Apple. And have a look at here at the price that you can get it for. You can get the full fat version of the M3. So what I'm talking about is the maxed out CPU and GPU version here with 8 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, it's not the best there, but you can actually get it at $1,299 for this version. These are still available if you want that power, but you don't really need the RAM. But personally, if it was me, I'd be picking to go for the M4 version, because with that, you do get the 16 gigabytes of RAM, as we can see right here. And even this one here, this is the 10-core CPU and the 10-core GPU. And this means that you get all those extra ports on the back, the 2 extra ports. And this is coming in at $1,389. Plus, you can get another $40 off this again. So, this is bringing down to a great price here. So, personally, this is one I would be definitely looking at here. If you're looking to get an iMac, this is probably the better choice. But it's good to know that obviously the M3 is still around. So moving on from the iMac, what about the Mac Mini, that super popular, almighty, amazing machine? Well, because it's so popular, unfortunately, there isn't that many deals around. And you can see here, this is the best deal I actually found right here. And you can get the M4, with 16 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes of storage for $579. This is only about 20% or $20 discount, not even 20%, I wish it was, but $20 discount. And yeah, it's not the best, I would actually say, but a saving is a saving at the end of the day. But just be aware, obviously, it's only saving you about $20, and there might be other discounts elsewhere. And also, just look when we're going to get it back in stock. I do know that right now, if you actually went into an Apple store, quite a lot of them have these in stock right now. And also, if you know anyone who's got an education discount, well, obviously you could drop this down by about another $100 off the $599 down to $499. So yeah, just do remember that too. But now let's move away from Macs and let's talk about the Apple Watch and sort of discounts we can get there. Well, the great news is the older kind of the Apple Watch, the better kind of discounts there are out there. That's what I would be saying, especially with the Apple Watch SE. If you actually want to get the 40mm version of this, you can actually pick this up at a great discount down to $189, down from $249. And also, if you want the bigger, watch face, well, you can also pick that up too at $220, about a $50 discount here with that, so 22% discount there. So this is quite cool too if you do want to get yourself an Apple Watch SE. But then what about the Apple Watch Series 10? What discounts we got here? Well, there's a few around. Let's have a look then. So first of all, what we have here is the 42mm version, and there's a nice 13% discount down to $350. It's $50 off it, instead of $399. Well, it's not too bad on that one, but obviously this is the 42mm one. If you want the bigger watch face, this is the one at 46mm. Well, there's a great discount here down to $379, plus an additional here $20 more again, or $19, to bring us down to $350. And this is a really, really great deal. I do like this one for the Apple Watch Series 10. But then you might be wanting to know, what about the Apple Watch Ultra 2? What kind of discounts are we seeing here? Well, there are a couple, not the best, but a discount is a discount. Let's have a look. You can pick up the brand new color. This is that black titanium, and this is with the Alpine green. And to be honest, I think this is probably one of the best designs out there right now, and one of the best straps, in my opinion. And you can pick this up for $735, or just under that, down from $799. It's an 8% discount. It's something out there, but this is probably the best deal that I have found out there right now. And like I'll say again to you guys, all of these sort of links will be down below in the description below, so do check these out. But let's move on then. And what we're going to cover next of all is iPads. And let's start out with the iPad Pro. The best deal I found on the 11-inch M4 version is a 10% discount down to $899, the 256GB model with this one. So this is the base model, and this is obviously the best discount, normally around. It's always potentially mainly the base kind of model. So yeah, this is not a bad sort of deal what you're getting there. If you want to get 10% off the new iPad Pro, this is a great deal. But what about the larger 13-inch model? Well, let's have a look right here. Well, it's a similar story again. It's an 8% discount instead of a 10% discount, so slightly less there. But instead of picking up for $1,299 for the base Wi-Fi model with 256GB of storage, you can get this for $1,194. So, just over $100 discount there. What is not too bad what you can get on an iPad Pro. But then moving over then to the iPad Air, what kind of discounts we're getting here? Well, with with the 11-inch version, well, you can actually pick this up now for $549 US, another 8% discount, down by $50, so this isn't too bad. And then the same with the 13-inch version. Well, to be honest, you can get this just slightly less at 774, 49. It's not showing the discount here, but it normally costs $799, so it's 25% discount. So personally, I would say that the 11-inch version is coming out with the better deal here. But then you might be asking, what about the regular kind of iPad, the 10th generation? What kind of discounts are we getting here? Well, to be deadly honest, there were some fantastic deals over Black Friday and also for Cyber Monday, and a lot of them have disappeared now, unfortunately. But there is one or two, and especially if you're a big fan of pink, well, there is still quite a good deal at the moment. As you can see right here, you can actually pick up the 10th generation in pink for $279. $280 is a good discount. It's $20 of it. And for what the model is a very, very good price. And you can see here, look, if I flick it over to yellow, the price goes up. It's a bit of a discount. Same with silver, nothing really there. And even blue, if I go to that one there, no, nothing really at all. But whereas with pink, that is definitely the best deal that is going around here. So you might be asking, what about the iPad mini? Well, unfortunately, I cannot find any good deals for the iPad mini. They're all at, say, the full price or maybe $1 or $2 off. So I'm just not even going to bother showing those to you guys. So I think we'll just have to move on. Now, you might be asking, what about iPhones? What kind of discounts are there? Well, you guys in America will know that most of your phones are on contract and things like this when you have to get them. So really, any kind of deals on the iPhone 16 or, 15s even, I would potentially say the best kind of offerings out there are with your dealers right now. The people providing, whether it's Verizon, AT&T, Virgin or whoever, go and speak to them. They're going to be offering the best deals right now. To actually buy it without a contract, it's a bit more trickier. And the only things I can really find are just refurbished sort of phones, nothing new out there. So that's why I'm skipping on the iPhones. But one product I can talk about is the AirPods. So let's now have a look then at AirPods deals. And first of all, let's talk about the AirPods Pro 2. This deal that you're seeing right here is by far the best deal what I would say you could be buying at Christmas time right now for the AirPods Pro 2. Just look at the price here, $170. This is a third of the price basically, down from $249 US. This is one of the best deals I have seen out there for this Christmas season. Definitely a great gift and things like this, and I'm sure these are going to sell super well. And this is the USB version. This is not like the old Lightning version either. There is the Lightning version, but you can get some good deals on that too. But this is definitely the best one that I love right now, the best discount. So yeah, I would be saying the AirPods Pro 2 is definitely worthy looking into. And just in case you want to know about, say, the AirPods Max, if there's any discounts there, well, there is a little bit. At the end of the day, you can pick up these AirPods Max, like the blue one here, for $529 US. Well, this is the black color here, but say even the blue one here, if I click on that, it's the same price again. Well, the good news is this is down by around about $30 or so, or I'd say not 30, sorry, $20, because they cost $549 US from Apple if you buy them direct with them. But you can get them on Amazon here with a nice, say, $20 discount. So not too bad with this. And then finally, you're probably going to be asking about the AirPods 4, the latest generation. Well, there's some great discounts here. The AirPods 4 normal ones without the noise cancellation, well, you can pick them up now for $119. So 8% discount here, $10 off. Not too bad what you can get here with this one. And then if you wanted to actually get the inactive noise cancellation, all those features, well, instead of $180, you can get this now for $139. So a nice, just over $40 discount that you can get right here for this one. But personally, I just pay a little bit more to get those AirPods Pro 2, in my opinion. And really, guys, these are the best deals that I have found for Apple products just before Christmas time. And I'd love to know from you guys, as I shut this lid down now, if you're potentially going to be getting yourself any new Apple kind of products for 2024, even into 2025. Let me know in the comments below. And also on that note as well, guys, it's time to wrap up this quick video. So I hope you have enjoyed it. And of course, I've got to say this, a Merry Christmas to one and all. So thank you again for watching. And again, if you have liked it, do press the like button. Also, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons too, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.